Shortly after arriving in New York City, Alexander Hamilton is impressed when he meets Aaron Burr, a fellow college alumni. As the two soon find themselves in the midst of the American Revolution, it turns out they're actually a bit of a clash in personalities. Hamilton is reckless and extroverted to the point that he openly calls out that he needs to be taking his shots when he needs to. Burr, on the other hand, is shrewd, manipulative, and very introverted, wanting to try to play things on the down low, not tipping his hand too often. As a new nation is born, both soon begin climbing the political ladder using their differing ideals, and soon becoming heated rivals. Unfortunately, this rivalry turns into a very dark one at the end. This is Hamilton. So, yeah, obviously this is a performance of the Broadway play. This was originally recorded in 2016. They've premiered it on Disney+. I don't know if this was ever meant to be released theatrically or on some type of streaming service, but well, it's on a streaming service now, but you get the idea. Still, there's some very nice touches in this. Like opening up, you get the Disney logo, like the footage of the Magic Kingdom, and it pans over and the fireworks going off. And they've actually timed the music beats to the fireworks going off. It was actually a really unique touch. And I guess from there, I mean, they go straight into the music, right through all. I mean, it's a whole musical all the way through, obviously. Very interesting. I know it's not an exact recreation of history. There's a lot of talk of Alexander Hamilton being anti-slavery when he was actually very pro-slavery, at least from what I've been able to research. He was, well, I mean, maybe he was a bit more on the fence of that. But I do like that they sort of point out that, Aaron Burr is very fence city, he's very centrist. He tries to play both sides to the middle. And Hamilton, on the other hand, just kind of takes things straight on. And it's kind of to both men's detriment. So, it shows that they're both not terribly good people, but they're also not terribly bad people, maybe entirely. And they're very complex. Does a good job of presenting them as well-rounded characters. I do like the songs. I like the dance numbers. If I do have some qualms with this, there's some plot threads I'm not into. I guess I just didn't quite get into. Like there's the three Schuyler sisters. They're they're these sort of aristocrats who kind of go down into the lower barrows during the talk of revolution and getting caught up in it. Hamilton first kind of falls in love with one named Angelica, but winds up marrying another one named Eliza. And it's like, I don't know why this thread it's sort of, and you get this sort of little arc of Angelica being jealous of the fact that Eliza got married and she didn't, or something to that effect. But then they also talk about someone being married to a British. Like, I got a little confused during that, and I'm not entirely sure what purpose it was to show that arc, except to maybe add a few more female characters to a not very female-heavy story, really. It's pretty much men only. I mean, the Schuyler sisters even point out in one of the songs that, like, hey, you said men, it's, the Declaration of Independence and Constitution, talk about men, they don't really talk about women that much. And they even sort of point out, yeah, it's going to be a while before, we get any type of decent representation. So, yeah, like I said, there's some kind of funny points in that. But yeah, like that, I guess that part didn't quite go into it very well for me. They do work an intermission into it, and it's only a minute long. Like, this is the point of an intermission to kind of get up, stretch your legs, take care of a few things. It seems maybe could have been more than a minute, or maybe just spread out over like 2 episodes, maybe, instead of doing all at once. It's over 2.5 hours long. So yeah, like I said, there's kind of times where you're getting to hey, can we get to the next beat? Like, we've already reiterated what's some of the things that are happening here. I do like other points too, like basically the 2 acts of the play are the American Revolution, everything kind of leading up to Hamilton becoming Secretary of the Treasury, and then everything is, then we kind of jump ahead to the winding down of the Washington administration, Hamilton getting fired by John Adams, and his begrudging having to compromise and work with James Madison and Thomas Jefferson, and some of the faults that lies in there. It does a good job of telling the story. Like I said, the song works, the music works very well. I guess overall, you know, if you hyped this up too much, I don't know if you're really going to be too profoundly into it. Again, this thing was huge, obviously, for a long time. So, yeah, again, it maybe hypes it up a little bit in your mind, but still, I think it's more than enjoyable. I'm going to be giving Hamilton, the Disney Plus version, a B. Yes, it is PG-13. They did kind of bleep out a couple of F words, but it's not too terrible outside of a couple bits, and I think they did a good job of working that in to an extent. So, again, it's not bad. It's really fun. I'm giving it a B.
Made in the USA.
American-made fashion, it matters to me.
Made in the USA.
It matters to me.
And me too.
Ask for the Made in the USA label, because it does matter.
To all of us.
Made in the USA.
Now everything that says American-made style and quality says it proudly.
You better believe it matters to me.
Ask for and buy Made in the USA.
Made in the USA.
Okay, so the next movie review is going to be our first Hulu original, and that's Palm Springs with Andy Samberg in it. Kind of a unique take on Groundhog's Day with a wedding motif going into it, so it looked interesting enough. The next video is going to be the review of Night 2 for AEW Fyter Fest. Then there'll be Fight for the Fallen a week after that, and in between those is going to be the random trade review on Howard Chaykin's American Flag. See you all next time. Hey guys, remember, you can help support my channel at patreon.com/SleepyTimeForCat Productions, where you can help request a movie, even if it's something like, say, Sonic the Hedgehog or the next Purge film. I'll review it.